and I am interviewing Mr. Pauling, the basketball coach, and I am one of his players. Well, I was one of his players. Rumor has it you're retiring. Is it true? If so, what influenced you to make this decision?
Yes, it is true that I'll be retiring at the end of this school year. And I'm not retiring because I don't enjoy teaching, but there are other things that I also enjoy. And being retired, I'll be able to spend more time doing those things, like traveling,
I like traveling.
going to the gym to work out, visiting with other people that are friends of mine who are also retired. But I'm certainly not leaving because I don't enjoy teaching. I do.
Especially me.
Especially you, of course.
Of course. What did you think the outcome of our last season would be?
Okay, at the start of the basketball season, I felt that we would be very competitive, knowing what 7th graders were coming back as 8th graders. But I wouldn't have predicted that we would end up being the league champions. That was a bit of a surprise.
What would you have predicted?
That we would have been one of the stronger teams, but not the eventual winner. That was terrific and
that's
a
what
little
I
bit
was
of a
hoping
surprise.
for.
Yeah, we were all hoping for that, sure.
Yeah. How did you feel when we beat Indian Mills in our last regular season game?
Okay, anytime we beat Indian Mills, it's great. And if we can beat them in a championship game, that was certainly was one of the highlights of my coaching career, is beating them this year in the championship.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
Yes.
I know, I was like losing my mind when we were losing in that game. In the playoff game, we only beat Medford Lakes by 1 point. Were you nervous for the championship?
Yeah, when I found out that we'd be playing Medford Lakes in a playoff game, and the winner would play against Indian Mills in the final, I thought for sure we would get into the final because I felt we were a much better team than Medford Lakes. But they played really well that day. We didn't play as well as we're capable of playing, and it ended up being much closer than I would have predicted.
Yeah, that was...
A little scary.
Yeah. Yeah. At the start of the 4th quarter in the championship game against Indian Mills, when it was neck and neck, what was your strategy?
Okay, my strategy really didn't change at the end of the game. The strategy was pretty much the same throughout the entire game. They had a really good player capable of scoring a lot of points. So we had to keep the ball out of her hands as much as we could. And that was what I had told Jessica Rankle, who was guarding her for most of the game. Try not to let her handle the ball too much. And the other important thing was for us to keep possession of the ball as much as we could while the clock was running. So those were 2 keys to winning that game.
Jess did a really good job.
Yes, you did.
How did you feel to end your coaching career with a championship?
I couldn't have written a better ending to my coaching career than to win a championship. So that was really exciting and a great way to go out.
It is a pretty good ending.
Yes.
What advice would you give to the upcoming coach?
Oh, well, I think that the girls here at Southampton for a long time now have been winning and been very competitive in the league. And I think the girls here at Southampton are very confident in their ability to win basketball games. And I think the new coach has to keep building on that confidence so the girls go into games feeling like winners and keep having good seasons.
Okay, great. What will you be doing during your retirement? And will you be back to watch me tear it up in the future?
Well, like I said early in this interview, I plan on doing a lot of traveling, visiting a lot of people that I haven't gotten to see in a while, spending a lot more time with Mrs. Pauling, of course. And I do plan on coming back to Southampton to see some of the kids that I know, even some of the kids maybe I won't know, but just to see how Southampton is doing, especially in the 2 sports that I coached, cross country and basketball.
What places do you think you'll travel to?
My wife and I haven't done much traveling, so we've got lots and lots of places to go. A lot of our traveling will be right within the United States.
What's your top place you want to go?
Okay, we've talked about places, and both of us like Italy as a kind of an exotic place to go to.
I would like to go there.
So I think we'll try to get to Italy at some point.
Over the years, you have taught so many athletes valuable lessons. Can you think of one you've learned from one of your players?
I can think of something I learned from my time with the kids here at Southampton. They've taught me that I made a really good career choice when I chose to become a teacher. That's what the kids have taught me.
Why did they teach you that?
Just because it's been so enjoyable spending time with young people. It's been a pleasure.
What are you going to miss most about the Southampton?
Well, I think that the kids, I'm going to miss the kids.
Especially me.
This is, especially you. I'm going to miss the kids, and coaching, of everything that I've done, coaching has been really probably my most enjoyable thing. I'll miss that a lot.
We'll miss you as your coach too. Don't know what.
Thanks.
It's going to be rough next year. Thank you for your time as my basketball coach, and even more for your 44 years of service at Southampton.
Thank you for the interview. It's been a pleasure.